What's good? This is Jivits. This is my indie spotlight. I'll be talking about GRIDD Retroenhanced. GRIDD is an arcade style shoot 'em up with a Star Fox feel and a neon cyberpunk 80s hackerman type vibe. You fly your spacecraft through the system while dodging various obstacles and defeating enemies. The gameplay is fairly simple and straightforward from the beginning. You move around with your joystick or arrow keys and shoot with A on the controller or space. I definitely recommend using a controller for GRIDD instead of a keyboard. Avoid obstacles and shoot enemies. Dodge the lasers, and if enemies toss up a metallic shield, don't shoot it, they will reflect it. Other than that, the game is really straightforward. Pick up your power-ups along the way and make sure that you don't get hit. The controls on this game feel really good and the hitboxes are accurate. If I do get hit by something in the game, it is my fault and really nothing to do with the design of the game. Will say though that the camera angles can get tricky sometimes, and the aiming is sort of like a lock-on aim assist type style. Sometimes it can go where you don't necessarily want it to. These two things did take a little bit of getting used to, but they didn't really ruin the whole experience of the game for me. This game is a true arcade game. If you do die, you do start over from the beginning, which is something that I particularly enjoy. Arcade mode though is fairly short, but once you're done with arcade, you can give Endless a try. Endless is a procedurally generated level that is in fact endless. The challenge increases as you do progress to each new sector, although you do have an option to continue in this mode, which pulls away from the endless arcade feel. I prefer maybe like more extra lives or power-ups or something that, instead of being able to continue from my last sector, it really just kind of makes death not very punishing in this game, which is not something that I really enjoy that much. Overall though, this game's 80s neon tron aesthetics, the synth-wave soundtrack, engaging gameplay, tight controls is definitely worth the play. If you're looking at a fun arcade rail shooter or a fan of any 80s cyberpunk neon aesthetic type games, I would definitely suggest picking this up. But that's all I have for GRIDD Retroenhanced. I want to thank the developer, Antab Studio, for providing me a copy of GRIDD for review. You can find a link in the description below if you're interested in giving it a try. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe for more indie spotlights coming up. Let me know what you think about my video or the game in the comments below, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.